Good afternoon, students. Professor, my name is McPherson. I'll be doing my persuasive speech on why I think homeschooling is better than public schools. I would like my classmate, professor, to understand the advantage of why I strongly believe homeschooling is more beneficiary. Homeschooling environment is effective approach in education due to evidence of higher achievement on placement tests, success through college, engaged socially with activities outside homes, and also students becoming active members in society. Today my goal is to educate the audience, you, professor, classmates, on the importance and benefit of why homeschooling is better than public schools. Homeschooling public schools are, what I like to use is opposite of two sides of the coin. In a homeschool environment, the teacher need not be certified, but the child must learn. Opposite. In a public school environment, the teacher must be certified, but the child need not to learn. Many years ago, homeschooling was very rare. Really didn't hear too many people being homeschooled. I had two cousins. One was a boy, one was a girl. Both of them was lacking in education. But, eventually, homeschool paid off more. Both of them are in college as we speak. But according to the U.S. Department of Education, the report of the number of homeschool students in the U.S. Grown by almost 300,000 since the last report of 2012. Today I will convince 3 reasons to consider homeschool due to the overall academic attainment, socialization, and being an active member of society. The first reason for choosing homeschool is the overall academic attainment. Homeschool provides excellent education. According to Dr. Brian Ray, students who are homeschooled score 15 to 30 percentiles points above a public school student on a standardized academic placement test. The average of a public school is 50 percentile. Point scorage ranges from 1 to 99. Homeschool students score above average on SATs and ACTs that college consider for admissions. Great teachers to student rational teacher material that is suitable for a student. Because of a great teacher to student rational is given, it gives the teacher an advantage to go according to the individual needs. So if I'm being homeschooled, and whoever's like my mom or my father, they can focus on what areas I'm lacking in. Many say the problem with parent teaching their student with no credits are proven wrong. Dr. Brian Ray found that homeschool parents Dr. Brian Ray found that homeschool parent has more formal education than parents in general population. 66% of the fathers and 62% of the mothers have a college degree, a bachelor's degree or higher. Also, certain states are now required, like far as Wisconsin, California, I believe Illinois, are required to have certain credits in order to teach. Better learning atmosphere than what is provided in public schools. Like, number one, if you're in a public school, you're exposed to drugs, your peer pressure, bullies. Now that you know the benefit of the overall academic attainment, let's look at the second reason. The second reason for choosing homeschool is socialization. Many people oppose that socialization is a big problem from homeschooling. but there are many sources that shows involvement with different homeschool or groups of people in the community. Socialization is not a big issue. According to Dr. Brian Ray, students are engaged in social and education activities, such as field trips with other homeschools, community volunteer, church ministry, sports team, and community leagues. Um, After combining the information on overall academic attainment and how students are engaged socially with activities outside home, let's look at how homeschool students become active members of society. Homeschools are well-rounded and successful in the real world. Like my two cousins, they participate in a lot of local community events more frequently than basically anybody. They basically, vote, set up the vote, basically set up big events in our local park districts. Although many oppose about their concerns about homeschool, there are many evidence that proves how effective homeschool, higher achievement on placement tests, success through college, engage socially with activities outside home, students become active members of society. Now, whether you decide to place your child in a public school or private school is up to you as a parent. But homeschool is an effective method of education and one to consider an option. I always told myself if I ever had kids that I'd probably go with homeschool just to try, because homeschool has its pros and cons, and just like public school has its pros and cons. The ultimate goal should be what's the best learning strategy for your child. There's no equal to decent home and no teacher equal to a virtual parent. I believe as long as a student learns what they are supposed to know to get through life, to be successful, and it could start from home, like they say. When you, as far as like manners, you get your manners from your parents teach you your manners. So if your parents teach you education, it's basically the same thing. But in my eyes, I think homeschool is better than public schools. That will conclude my persuasive speech. I want to thank my professor, and I want to thank the classmates for 8 weeks of let's just say a fun 8 weeks. I wish y'all the best, and God bless. Thanks.